Hey guys, it's Todd here. Welcome to an indie game. This one's called Tiny Bunny. So, yeah. Let's begin a new game. So this game is gonna have like multiple chapters. And I saw a playthrough of this game by, your man, Marky Moo. So, yeah, but there's different endings you can get, so I'm gonna go through my own playthrough. I know, like, what's going on, but you guys, if you haven't watched Mark's playthrough, you probably don't. The wind caught at my window all night long. I wandered the fields and howled like a hungry beast. An endless song, waved from all sorts of voices, shrill, gently, sneery, twinned in the air. They were shouting and laughing and arguing about something. Something was running through the snow. While casting long shadows that would occasionally kick curls to my bed, our house had a mind of its own. The creaky old mind of the building that had a lot of days and was seemingly trying to share its wisdom in with the inhabitants. The lonely house faced the forest. The dark green thicket gazed back with its hollow eyes, rustling, whizzing, swaying back and forth. One could come out and stand at the edge of the forest to reassure ourselves there was nobody behind the crooked trees. Or was there? Fuzzy silhouettes swinging in the wind couldn't possibly do any harm. It's just a play of light and shadow, just a play I knew, just my imagination, right? I was already 12 after all, still. There's a retweet button at the bottom of the screen if you couldn't tell. Ah, yes, and the art style of this game's pretty nice, too. Hey, put away your book! How many times have I told you not to read at the table? It's bad for your health. Look how slouched you are. Oh yeah, the mother is pissy in this game, by the way. She's devastated. Oh! I totally forgot. I don't think I can do anything. I'm just gonna keep reading my book, because apparently reading is according to this mother, reading is bad. Sorry. Didn't know how bad reading was. But okay. No, I clearly like reading. Look at my nerd. I'm a nerd, as you can tell. I clearly like reading. You're welcome, mother. I didn't protest and put the book about Conan and the Barbarian aside. This is a fiction story? What the hell is he reading? I was stuck on a line and I couldn't understand after reading it 3 times anyway. Ola. 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 Oya. Oya. Ola. 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 Oya. Oya. Oya had already finished her breakfast and was munching on some cookies. She was so enthusiastic, she almost looked like a typical girl from commercials. You got ponytails, or pigtails, so... Mom, you're not going anywhere until you finish all of it! That's her voice. I, on the other hand, was trying to drill a hole in the plate with my eyes if I could make the porridge just... Telekinesis! Hazy anxiousness welled up inside, all because of the previous sleepless night, the black forest around our house, and the gloomy wind. The longer way, the colder the lumpy white substance became. It looked like a jellyfish from the Crustangum Odyssey. Cowstew Odyssey. I loved that show. I wonder how horrifying the bottom of the ocean is, or how cold the black forest is at night. You had one job. Mom showered me with a cold glare from her green eyes. It looks like black and white to me. Her facial expression didn't change. What did I just say? Well, what you didn't say is don't drop the spoon, to be fair. I'll get it! I had 10 seconds to catch her before battling the nasty porridge once again. I felt around for the spoon. Okay, bye. What is this? Carved on the other side of the table. Cap. Backwards Nha. Cap. Nha. Karina. I hate to break it to you, dude, but that's not Karina. That's Cap Nha. Oh, well, actually, wait. This game isn't 2 languages, so this might be that other language. Maybe that's what it is. Ha, that's my mom's name. Ha, so funny, it's my mom's name. So funny. I guess she carved it out with something pointed when she was little. She sure was a rascal. Damaging the first. I'm a rascal. I'm gonna carve names in the stuff with a skizzers. She would scold me for a week if I did something similar, though. Oh, wow. A great job teaching your children, mother. Should I remind her about it? No, she's been a bit of a bad mood lately. So let's remind her! I imagine her being my age, sitting under this table. I wonder, was Mom afraid of the dark back then, or the sounds coming from the attic, or the thick forest? I imagine my... Oh, that's a guy. I imagine my grandma coming into my little mom's room, sitting at the edge of her bed where Oya sleeps nowadays, saying this in their soft, smooth voice. That's a grandfather if I've ever seen one. Look at the beard. That's not a grandmotherly face you want to see. Taija is a special place, little girl. I'll have to let you know that I don't believe in Taija, whatever. I mean, I've never heard of it in the first place. It's watching you closely, sniffing you out, trying to discern what kind of beast you are. If you're a good sort, it won't abandon you in time of trouble. But if you're a bad apple, you'll get coal in your stocking for Christmas. I'll grab you by the side and drag you under the ground, and that would be it. Grandma was caring, she never fought with anybody, never yelled, never swore. I don't know about the never swore part, but okay. Those were the times, without the madding screams until late at night, without smashed dishes and mutual accusations. Our parents used to love each other back then. I remember listening in on one of their conversations by chance. They were talking about a grandmother getting prepared for her funeral. Oh, frick, she's dead. She had already bought a casket, and she called it her cute funeral box. Guess that's a peaceful way to put it. It waited for its time in the closet patiently. It was black, upholstered with meat-colored material on the inside, so my grandma was getting buried. If I ever got to go buy my own casket, I want it to be like the Vampire Hollywood's Bleeding type of casket. The house didn't change since the time she was alive, only all the photos were gone. Glass-covered pictures with gray faces of my ancestors. They all had a dead but watchful look in their eyes. A crowd of them under the table. Ooh, you did all that in thinking in 10 seconds? Oh my god. 10 seconds. Wow, that's a lot of thinking. Took me like 5 minutes to read that. Oya, still don't know how to say her name. Oya was done with her cookies and she was looking at my share like a sly woodland critter. What are you looking at, woman? I turned my gaze toward the frosted window. There were a lot of dark pines outside. I can't see any of them, I only see the frost. But they didn't grab my attention because there was so much frost in the window, so they actually couldn't see any. Apparently it's the 7th of some day. The pattern of frost were in the picture on the glass. Oh yeah, look, it's a fox. Oh, I thought it was a wolf at first, actually. Where? It looked almost like those optical illusion thingies they put on the back of student notebooks. How do you get that exact shape? The frost. I'll make sure it aligns it first, but if you blur your vision a little bit and look under a certain angle. Not outside, on the window! Look, here's the nose and here's... Hey, eat up. Mother, I was just playing with my frost on the window. Yes, just a moment, Mother. You banned me from reading and you banned me from pointing out basic animals on the window. I don't see anything! Well then, you're blind. Hurry up, there's not much left. Ah, there it is, but it still doesn't look like one. And I'm telling you, it does. Nuh-uh, it does. Stop it, these kids, I swear. I couldn't see the fox either. Hey, where'd it go? No, I was recording. I can vouch for the kid and say it was there. Come on, dude, you gotta blur your eyes and look at it under a certain angle. It disappeared. Went away. Only the frosty patterns, similar to stretched out needle leaves, kept creeping up the glass. Uh-oh. My dad entered the kitchen with long measured steps. I want to have a beard like his when I grow up. Mama would always ask joking, come on, shave it off, it stings. This was so long ago. What do you have against beards, women? Nowadays, rumbling doors and witty comebacks were an everyday occurrence. Oya always covers her ears whenever she hears something like, what's the point in all of this? Through the wall. Blech. It's all for your sake, Dad will reply. For the sake of our family, I always caught every sound in fear of hearing the most dreaded of the deadliest word that started with a D. Divorce. Divorce. Of course. Your dad's becoming a woman? It doesn't make sense. devil. How do you want to finish it? I can finish it. I already did. It was scary to imagine that me and my little sister could be torn apart and taken to two different families. Anyway, your fox is nothing. I have an owl on my window. You and your owl talk again, woman! You said you believed me just yesterday. Has anybody seen my car keys? Wait a minute. Hold up, dude. You said you believed her yesterday, and now you're... Okay, dude. I think you're the one in the wrong. I remember leaving them on the windowsill. Right, maybe you did, maybe not. You're a girl, man, a father or two, and still. Karina, please stop. Just let me get ready and paste. Your keys are in the cat stick near the phone. Well, thank you very much. And to stop making a martyr out of yourself and finish eating already. And the owl. There is no owl. But there was one! And a giant glowing eyes. Oh. Oya sprung up from her chair and placed hands on her little face, matching a pair of eyes with their fingers, the size of an apple each. They were this big. Last year you had bye-bye in your closet. Now this... Why is that other line? But I saw it! No! Oya shifted her gaze back and forth from Dad to Mom and me, but couldn't find any support. Have you thought about befriending it? You know, like feeding it with an imaginary ice? Don't bully our girl, dude. She's just afraid to sleep alone because she's little. Oya pouted her lips in rebellion. What? The staircase that led into the second floor creaked. Oh God. Oh dear God, a demon has awoken. Mom gave Dad a strict look. Oh, that look in her eyes, it's so uncomfortable to be pinned under. Dear God, there's a demon in that woman. Isn't that what they all say? Luckily, I'm just a teenager who can get away with those jokes. Dad just snorted in reply and left, ringing with keys he just found. A minute had passed and the theme song from The Little Mermaid echoed through the house. Never seen that movie. It was stored on a incredibly worn out cassette tape, which Dad already had glued together. Why are you still staring at nothing, woman? It's so easy to fix objects by gluing them back together, for example, but how do you fix a relationship? Oh, bye. Mom moved to the living room and I was left alone, actually stealing glances at the window. It's not stealing glances, it's taking them. Oh yeah, I had trouble sleeping ever since we moved into this house. She would toss and turn or curl up into a ball under her blanket. Sometimes she would jump up in the middle of the night and turn on the VCR. Cartoons helped her take her mind off the troubles we had with the move and our parents. I'm gonna say I see that owl too. And then Oya said she saw that giant flying monster outside. I can kind of see it right now too. She became obsessed with it. Our parents did everything in their power. They tried every to get rid of those ridiculous fears. Oya refused to sleep alone and didn't believe that the owl was just one of her neighbors. After that, I was unsure what to make my sister's words, what to think of it myself. Can nightmares be infectious? What? Just last night, I couldn't get a wink of sleep and I ended up thinking of what to expect in my new school. Is that a cat drawing? What the hell? Well, that's not a cat in a suit. There are a couple of days left before the beginning of a new term. My imagination drew long, twisting hallways that led a classroom full of kids. But all the students behind their desks were simply dark figures cut out using a template. Circular holes gaped in the middle of their faces and pairs of eyes blinked inside those holes. It was as if some completely different creatures were looking at me from behind the flat, black silhouettes. Their cruel glares, filled with icy sneer. Oh. Okay, well that's how you pause, apparently. Made me shiver from head to toe. Well, I survive here, won't they? Get up and be down, stop me with their boy. Oh, wait, can I go? Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, so this is what I was just reading. Oh, this is everything from the beginning. This is everything from the beginning I've said so far. Therefore, oh my God, so laggy. What they gave up me, baby, down telling me with their bloodied shoes. Oh, that's not. The dang school get burned for all I care. I just wish for anything to happen to it. It doesn't really matter what. I didn't want to be there that badly. I didn't want to be there just itching to smack me on the head, trip me up, think of a new offensive name for me, but worse than the previous one. Dude, you gotta fight fire with fire. I feel like the glasses I wore made me an outsider or some sort of monster. Well, don't Don't you like The Outsiders? It was a great movie and book. I loved that. My gaze slid across the drawings hanging on the walls. I couldn't consider myself a great artist, but Oya begged me to hang them. Drawing was the only thing that made me happy as of late. As well, Circle friends, I also enjoyed my paintings. They promised to call me from time to time. Sometimes I imagine Mom picking me up on the phone and saying in a cold voice, "You've got the..." You got the... I can't do a demonic voice. "You got the wrong number." Or, "Anton is not around. Anton is not around." I imagine my future classmates lying in their beds, just like me. Am I Anton? Who am I? Am I Anton? Listening to the house of invisible werewolves outside their windows. Maybe my new classmates don't like me after all. But who would ever like a boy with thick glasses? Whoa. I should be offended by you, sir. I couldn't be more offended. I mean, my dad used to wear glasses when he was little, and now he's married to the most ugly woman on the planet. Your mother. The house creaked, pressing by the wind. The condo we used to live in, a 9th-floor concrete building, buzzed with neighbors. Gerald mumbled with the TV set from behind the wall. Cried like a baby from the big family next door. Ah, God, sounds terrible. Maybe the baby part. Our current house, though I can't really call it new, was completely different. It was silent and easy going through the day. Its shadows lay dormant in the corners, on the closet, cobwebs, and under the stairs. But they all woke up during the night. Something was watching me from every corner, almost as if the old foes of my deceased family with their ashen eyes were hanging around the walls in the place of my drawings. The floor was squeaking. Rusty drains were moaning. The attic was occupied by noisy drafts. When I could think the house was pouring some sort of demonic melody, then I realized, in fact, hearing music, it was time playing fruit. Somewhere at the edge of my perception, I could hear food. It was mixed with the solid wood, the creaking old house, and my thoughts, too. I stood up, rushed to the window. I wanted to reassure myself that this music was nothing more than a part of my imagination. So I always thought that it was playing in there amidst the cold, snowy night, right? It's pretty... Oh. Someone was dancing in the field. That looks like 5 creatures dancing in the field. That looks like a bear and some person. Wolves. Or what are those? Well, so what? It's like a bear make out with the dark forest as their backdrop. Hit your throne. Bask in moonlight. Bumped in the piles of snow. Roll around, crawling in the forest. Stories about wolves playing under the moon came to mind, but those were clearly not wolves. Well, that looks like a bear. They stood upright at times, circling around, holding hands and whipping up snow, disappearing into the shells for a brief moment, then coming back. Something bizarre was going on. Shadows dancing in the starless abyss made my imagination go wild and made me anxious at the same time. Suddenly, the music stopped. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. The dancing shadows froze in place, I could swear, pierced me with their eyes. One of the silhouettes immediately parted from the bizarre shadow cover and sprinted across the field with giant leaps. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How did you do that, Soak? That was too fast. That was faster than Usain Bolt. That was like, holy crap. That's like highway speed. It glided on squeaky snow without leaving any prints until it was devoured by the pitch black shadow of my house, which became even darker and thicker. If it was going for me, it would have probably checked on my window by now, because I've had this open and staring at it for like a minute now. My heart was jumping around like the bird inside a cage. I shut the curtains with a swift motion and stepped back toward my bed. They saw me! A freezing torrent of fear washed over me. I stood in the middle of the perfect dark rooms and some unwanted guest would scrape around looking for an entrance. This move to the right. It circled around the house. Now I guess to be at the front door. I jumped into my bed and covered myself with a blanket as if it could protect me. The shackles of fear locked my muscles. I remember the funeral, my girl lying there, hands crossed around her chest, her face feature sharp like that of a tin doll, ants running up and down the legs of the chairs that held my grandma's casket. I imagined those little creatures kind of her hand pulling her up her eyelids with their tiny legs. Oh, come on, dude. You ruined the moment. Stop it. Her wrinkly eyeballs will once again move inside her sockets. She'll be able to see her grandchildren with bugs in her eyes. Ah. I was chanting the spell she taught me throughout the whole procedure. Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. And I lying under the blanket listening to squeaks and howls. I was repeating the same words. On the island of Bouillon, underneath the blemish sun, the sea of the color blue, sense a cabin made out of wood. Wood doesn't really rhyme. This broke my English. Wood doesn't rhyme with blue that much. Bouillon and sun. Also, I guess those aren't that great. Whatever. There lay lard and ashen hair from the spawn of the devils there to feast and always leave alone. God's favorite story named Anton. Are you serious? Dear God. Evil leave this house must. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Bizarre sounds had disappeared. I cautiously peeked front of the blanket, saw curtains waving like a hangman, and then the night doused me with the new bush of boring terror. The sound. Oh, scratched in my eardrum. In reality, something or someone was scratching at the front door, hurriedly clawing at wood, demanding to be let in. The door was shut. Dad had become very cautious recently, so he installed a sturdy lock. I remember him staring at the floors intently as if he was looking for someone. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust! I hugged my knees, placed my chin between and drilled the floor with my eyes. It was so flimsy and weak before the night, and then... The doorknob twitched slightly. Then it turned halfway once, twice, and the person who had to enter had no hands. The doorknob tilted once more, and then... started clicking violently! My jaw dropped from fear. My wet... Sorry, I don't know why I can't take this seriously. Just... Open! The door creaked and opened. The wind taunted me more inside the tin drains. Now you'll see. The door was wide open. The darkness writhed inside the carnivorous mouth at the doorway. Toonie! As if the night sun was calling out to me, flapping its black wings and squeaking with the rusty hinge. I was sharply sure by the web of darkness that hung by the corners of my room, waiting for the one who weaved it to come out of the gaping black hole. Toonie! My abdomen tightened and my chest rose up, ready to exhale a desperate scream. Before I was able to do anything, the darkness asked me, Tony, you asleep? My sister's pale face protruded by the thick shadows. That's why I couldn't take it seriously when it was like, violently shaking, open the door! I almost screamed from relief. I'm so relieved! Oh yeah. I'm not sleeping. Did something happen? I frowned, struck out her lower lip, a queer sign she was about to cry. It's there again, staring at me. Shoot her away, Tony. Please. I'm so scared. I'm your stupid sister. The fear that was tormenting me just made it go crawl away and hit somewhere in my stomach. I needed to calm Oya down. It was just a dream, silly. Don't be scared. Dreams don't bite. No one's going to harm you. Oya sobbed. She was trying her best to believe me, but was I sure myself? I have an idea. Let's go to your room and watch the video. Sleeping Beauty, fair Sammy. You like that cartoon, don't you? Okay, I guess that you're done crying now. Why does a Sleeping Beauty have a prince and I have this scary bird? Because you're not a Sleeping Beauty. Oh, roasted. That question took me by surprise. The real answer is because it's a freaking cartoon, and in Russia there aren't princes and princesses. Alright, let's watch Cinderella. My thoughts became tangled fuzzy. What was that? Bye. What started me with its eyes while dancing feverishly under the moon. The darkness was clinging to the window, and it couldn't be fooled by your grandma's old chants. It couldn't be satisfied with the feast of lard and long ashen hair. Tony, you coming? Yes, yes, just a moment. I totally forgot about that. That took me by surprise. Oh yeah, and this great animation of actually moving. That's why I did want to laugh at Oya and her O in the morning. Who could this be visiting us here in the middle of nowhere, says Anton. We don't know anyone around here. Open the freaking door. Wait, Tony. Anton, is that... Is your name Tony, too? I felt extremely unsettled just from a silly thought that our morning guest could have come from the woods. I could barely hear voices coming from the front door. My mind was urging me to hide in the closet under the table behind the curtains where Oya always hides. Tony! Come here! Well, it's by name freaking Anton or Tony. I felt like kettlebells. We were tied to my feet but still dragged them toward the hallway. Yes, Russian police, sir. A couple of policemen tied me to the door. They smelled like frost and worry. My mom always winced and grumbled at the moment she saw patrol cars worse than bandits. At the moment, though, she looked somewhat confused? Hello! Oh, God! The senior officer who wore a green special up. A boy had gone missing yesterday. His name's Volva. Look at this, please. Have you seen him? The policeman held... Wait, it literally... Wait, hold on. That said the mother was... Hold on a minute. That just said the mother was talking. He was saying hello to Fulgart to me. Yes, I'm Russian police. There was a ginger boy around the age of elementary school, pictured with a small carpet as the backdrop. He has a strapped cat with his hands and wore a wide smile. Oh, look at the kitty. No, I haven't. Are you sure? Are you sure? Look closely. Where would I see him? I don't know anywhere out here. I barely leave the house. Well, maybe you've seen him from the window. That's right. You're... Mom. That's right. Your windows look straight at the forest, don't they? The window. No, I haven't seen anything, because you guys wouldn't believe me. I see. He sounded tired, but with his eyes. His stare, long and heavy, was full of suspicion. I squirmed unwillingly under the weight of guilt, watch his giant shadow cast over me. It was like fire tore his eyes from me and glanced over the hallway and stared away at the cracks in the ceiling, which I haven't noticed before for some reason. How do you like your new place, by the way? Getting used to it? Bit by bit, just a little our daughter misses the city. Misses the city, huh? Have the locals been treating you well? Yes, everything is alright, thank you. The policeman pierced through me one more time with his gray eyes. My head started spinning. Can I help you somehow? I asked that in a shaky voice to look like a polite boy to end his unpleasant conversation sooner. Now that I think about it, you look just like one of my nephews, little fella. He's a witty boy around your age, wears the same type of goggles. Always engrossed in reading those mystery novels, like the assassination of JFK. It's not a mystery. It's kind of a mystery. Told me he wants to enroll in police school when his family visited this summer. Wanted to help other people just like me, see? I felt uncomfortable as if a distant relative and not a police officer stood before me. You know what? A voice like you should stay at home, steer away from trouble. At times have changed so much. Mom interjected in a cold voice. You don't say. I am a man now when I interject with my cold voice. Ha ha ha. Ah, well then. What grade are you in, Tony boy? 6. Have you made any friends here so far? Not yet. I'll be going to school for the first time after the break. Ah, then I'll leave you my number, just in case. Call me if you have any new info. Best friends. The policemen were gone with their shadows. The smell of cheap cologne. I always call cologne cologne because that's how it's spelled. Hey guys, you want some cologne? And the photo of a smiling boy. His face stood before my eyes. I wonder what it was like for him being all alone there. For some reason, I thought of the forest swaying him the wind. Well, his poor parents feel. Oh, hi, mother. And what would my parents do if I got missing? Would they cry at the threshold hysterically, or would they laugh? Or would they accuse each other like they always do and forget about me eventually? Why did the music just cut out? Mom, this Volva, did he go missing an hour for? Seems like a poor child. Oh. Looked out the window at the road. The police UAZ drove out toward the building. What is the UAZ? The officer's nephew came to mind when I was splitting off old page from the windowsill. I read all the teenage mystery novels from the Black Kitty series I've been reading this summer. Why are these things underlined? Have I made a single cut this whole video? Has this video even been edited other than my face cam? Because I've been talking this whole time. Your average boys and girls investigate all sorts of mysteries there. You look for clues, spy on suspicious people. After a set of amazing adventures, BAM! Solved any complicated case. They became local celebrities and must have made their parents very proud. I noticed a trail of policemen's footprints that led to the forest. Then it clicked in my head. I figured it out. Why don't I start an investigation of my own? Maybe I'll find that lost boy, and I'll get murdered along the way. And I'll get a reward. Oya will be so happy. And not only Oya, Mom and Dad. Dude, Mom isn't a supportive type of person, as we've learned so far. Alright, dude. She just blinked. Not only Oya, oh, I already read that. Maybe they'll even forget about the quarrels for a while. Maybe I'll save us from the D word. Dick wars. I fantasize about buying Oya Tamagotchi. Oh, is this the 80s? Again, a cassette player. Oh, it's the 80s. And a bunch of tapes for myself. And a whole bunch of... and a whole box of Kinder Surprise? That was the last time our parents bought us any toys. Last autumn, I think my dad had lost his job at the time. That was... there's that annoying song about it. I had no idea what the accountant's job, like, they count money, I think. What? Neighbors used to envy us. When always Mom and Dad barely had money to afford sweets, and Dad always divide a single chocolate bar between me and Oya. Sometimes I gave her my share too, no matter how much I wanted to eat sweets, she was still just a pipsqueak. I couldn't wait to go out looking for clues. I'm going outside. Oh. The devil is back. Yeah, right. You want the police to go around with your photograph next? Your phone is so thick. What if the boy gets snatched up by wild animals or something even worse? Even worse, I go through the hallway. I won't go far. I'll stay away from the forest. Did you hear what I said, or should I repeat myself? Pack up your school bag and play with Oya. The hell? Oh, the soft splash water came from the kitchen. It meant that the argument was over and my mom had the last word. Now, the reason on a normal playthrough, I would definitely just disobey the mother. But because I already seen Markiplier's video, I'm not gonna go to the front yard because that's what he did. I'm gonna go to the kitchen. But first, I know you can open this and you'll still get the option to go to these two. So, what's in here? This dark, stuffy closet. Outside it smells like mice, but how would she know their smell? She hates when I stick my nose in there. She's afraid I'll come myself out of fresh sharpened. Come on, I'm old enough. I've shot guns already. I know you can't even be lowered close to it. She thinks Bye-bye is living there. I tried to help her fight her fears once. Open the door and turn on a dim lamp so she would see there's nothing to cover Dad's tools and scratch. Well, she still didn't believe me. What's that? The boogeyman is real. And I like to hide in the closet. It lists the Oya count outside. 1 Mississippi, 2 Alabama, 3 Cousin George's. Better hide from me. And then drag her feet on the creaking floorboards, hoping that she wouldn't need to look for me in the cramped monster's den. Anton, get your ass out of the closet immediately. Oh, is it just gonna be the same thing over and over? I was not expecting that. Alright, what's this? What the hell? Oh, the cross had seen so many people come and go. I didn't know you could choose more. Still in this house. It was black as if it was absorbed all human sins from the long years since he was hanging at the ceiling. After Grandma died, Mom was going to take it off and hang a horseshoe in its place as a lucky charm, but she cut herself with the cross sharp corner of the step ladder. Mom's pig top, a family relic. My mom played with them when she was little, and she gifted it to me. Oya was next in the section line. The toy belonged to her now. She stared at Dance's spindle as show her something, a fairy tale or maybe in our future. Now, even my little sister was a bit too old for the old squeaky pig top. And there's this. The phone. My parents prohibit me from making long-distance calls, but from time to time, I really want to hear my old friends. Sometimes I would just pick up the phone and listen to the low hum of the zoomer and the distant cracking, imagining the wind howling in the isolating chords. Natural rapper. That's how rap sounds if there's no rhymes, guys. Or equal syllables in sentences. To the kitchen. Oh, hi, mother! Hi! Oh, let's learn about the day. The disappointed insane color calendar. What's my favorite before time at Grandma's house? I remember waking up right into the kitchen so I could tear off yesterday's leaf first thing in the morning, as the coming day would get lost in a touch of forest with all my help. When it goes to years, one day close to my grandma's funeral, I haven't touched the calendar for years now. So it's... Huh. Since the time they started writing dark and spooky death chants, that only made me gloomy instead of how funny programs and superstitions to be exact. I grabbed the dusty calendar leaf with caution and tore it off effortlessly. Sadly, the spooky descriptions of my childhood were still there. 7 horses carry the law, give 7 cats carry, bring the 8th from a fairy. They take it away and never come back. This is the fate the law can't escape. I covered the gray leaf and threw it into the waste bin, hoping to get rid of the anxiousness that washed over me. It was spraying inside me like an ink stain on the blotting paper. You're not going to acknowledge my existence, mother. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back. I'm going to open this. Did I offend you, mother? Oh. Guess I can only... Yeah, kept the ice cream for me and Oya there, but now I can only see meat bits for soup and cone together. Pelmini. I grew to hate them already. Oh, wait, am I supposed to go outside? Oh. I won't touch it ever again. Oh, maybe I guess I have to. Anton! I'll whip you if you make a single step out the door. So what am I supposed to do? What? What? I don't care about this. I just wanna... I need to strike out somewhere or get scolded. My ass whipped with Dad's leather belt. Let's see here. Okay, so this is harder. Now that I have to figure out what... Oh! Emericom of Russia has declared a state of emergency due to device weather. There we go. Hey, mother! Wait, what's this? Oh, what the? Oh, well, that would have been nice to know. What's this do? Oh, that's pause. Okay, I don't know what that did. Hello, mother. Oh, newspaper! Okay, let's see if... Can I... Oh! It's difficult to light them on, but there is no other way for me to run from home. Mom, something's wrong with the TV. The picture is dim and there are stripes all over the screen. Mom's face became visibly distorted. Ah, you're coming here, so you heard enough of shooting those stupid ducks now? Told you the kind scope would dim because of your console. Where will we find a TV technician in this whole hub? Maybe it's just the settings. Please go see for yourself. Strange it worked fine this morning. Maybe the snowfall caused it. Mom wrapped her hands clean on her apron and went to Oya's room. Oh, okay, so she could just hear me anywhere in the house. Okay, I guess I had to go out here anyway. Opened the front gate and went into the field. Carefully so Mom wouldn't see me from the window. When I crossed half the distance toward the forest, the snow piles became high as my knees. I remember my nightly fears. I saw silhouettes around here. They're jumping around, holding hands. The hypnotizing music started playing in my head all its own light. Dayless distant figures, like I said, but during the sun turned my nerves to ash, but the aftertaste was still there, distant ringing. My ears distorted. Shadows crying all alongside me, and a very audible whisper in my ear, blurry and almost kind. Bark. A bark. Sorry, that was the crow. Everything was silent, so silent I felt like the world had totally emptied. No ground, no sky, no parrots, no Oya. Well, that doesn't sound good. The time reached its limit on one way trip that ended at the forest Piney Stockade. Ooh. Sometimes silence was much scarier than any scream. In horror movies. My parents would scream at each other while arguing. Both me and Oya turned to stone listening to them, but always came the ringing silence. Our apartment became numb days before we deported. Alright, I really... Come on, let's keep going. I showered, chased away my delusions, and looked around. I really didn't care. Come on, dude. I don't speak Russian. There was only me, the white field, and the wind that was whipping my icy dust and belts-powered snow. I squinted from the sun and turned my eyes to the sunless forest. It looked especially dark in contrast with blinding whiteness. Knobby tree roots slithered under the snow like fat snakes, rotten leaves, and coniferous needles frozen to the ice. A mitten. Dry, prickly branches intertwined, bringing up uncomfortable thoughts about fences. Were they protecting the forest, or were they keeping something from breaking out? Some object was hanging from one pointy branches. I tried to get closer, drowning in snow. Then I almost got to the forest. I saw a knitted mitten. It looked like a wounded bird among the hungering semi-dark. Should I take it to the police? The senior officer looked gloomy, but he still remembered me of Captain Costello from my favorite TV show called The Streets are Broken Lights! Oh. Huh. He was also anxious, with a tired look in his eyes, still bare and strong. I'm so tired. But this bit didn't help find the lost boy. Volva! I heard... Ooh. I heard a distant shout like it came from the river. I hear it too. As if the trees were calling out to someone. Volva! Resounded closer to me. Someone was standing there behind the trees, hiding. Volva. I knew someone was looking for the lost boy, but still. Something was unsettling about that figure. Its stillness knew it was bent unnaturally toward the ground. Its blackness. There's no one there, just branches and roots, all just my imagination. A nearby forest flapped winds loudly. I think someone's there. A shadow swift from the tree and disappeared from my sight. I looked away for just a moment, but there I turned my gaze to the same place it was gone. So it was my imagination after all. Silence resided for a painfully long time. I see footprints and it's getting a little spooky. My muscles were tightly sprawled, my heart was beating somewhere in my throat. Any noise, any little movement, any small whisper from the thicket, and I'd sprint. But nothing of that sort happened. I looked at the mitten once more. Well, what Markiplier did was he took it, so I'm gonna run away. Let the snow fell from the branch that reminded me of the sound soil makes when you throw it into the pit. Tuck it. I immediately felt dizzy as I was... Yeah. I slowly backed away from my finding. It felt like the moment I touched it, a trap would spring and the mouse would get caught. Someone stepped on the ice behind me close by. My inner voice whispered, "Save yourself, run." My nerves got the better of me. I ran, burying my head in my shoulders. Someone chased me from the darkness, breaking pine branches, closing the distance with giant leaps. Snow was slowing me down. Crazy thoughts flew through my mind. I'll get caught. They'll get me. I'll get trained into that thicket. I'll be gone forever. But there was one more voice, probably whatever reason, that gave me strength. Spur me on. You can do it. Don't stop. I heard an animal roar behind me. It was so low. My ears went out. Feel like the sun came from the back of my grievous wrath. That a sick one that her nostrils stuck to the freezing other side. Two giant wheels popped from above my head. The enormous shadow flew over the crane. Who the wheeze? The lures were coming from all directions. Down the dry raspberry bush, just spines, but all from the underwater fall. Oh, hurry, run, don't look back. You feel like it inside out. The snowy clear became just like a quick sun. I was stuck in place. I pulled my leg from the muscle trap just to be caught in a new one. And even deeper before I continued to drown, sinking deeper and deeper into the depths of my push. Was snow ever this sticky? Why is snow sticky? What the? Dude, how have you kept that same pose this whole time? Isn't your mouth getting dry? I screamed in horror after realizing this wasn't snow. Someone or something in the snow pile was clutching my pants. I gathered all my strength and rushed forward. The pressure on my leg was gone. My boot slipped out the hole and my soles were on the hard surface again. I reached a clear path and jumping there, ran to my house. Okay, that's definitely a different experience. Its gooey facade didn't look threatening now. The house was my line of defense from the shadows that flapped their wings and the creatures that were hidden under the snow. I tripped over the doorstep, smashing doors. All my hair I still managed to notice the claw marks of the dog striking the wood. With its paws divided to be land so it could skip the cold, I had noticed these marks when I was leaving. The heartbeat in my ears was much louder than my surroundings. I could hear whether someone was following me or not. They were already in our front yard, and Mom locked the door, drawing in fear. I pulled the door up and we gave way. I ran to the hallway and shut the door behind me. Porch planks creaked as my pursuers ascended the stairs. My fingers slipped off the lock and couldn't click into place. I gritted my teeth to pull hard on the iron knob, whipping it between the boards. I stared blankly at the door. Someone was standing on the other side of the pitfall, flimsy barrier that was probably less useful than the blankets. Oh my god, that was something and a half running from that. That was definitely different than what Mark got. Like, oh my god, something was grabbing him. Wow. Wheezing breath reached into the house and crashed me in waves. It smelled of pine and sweet. My mom peeked out of the kitchen, chastised me with the same frigid voice she used when she was talking to Dad. Was that? Didn't you understand why I told you never to slide the door? I didn't mean to. I said, where's Mom? Wait, where is she? I started going to the door. The smell was gone and the breath was too, and there was someone in the first place. Here, 5 meters away from my mom. My fear is slowly weakening. It looked like snow in spring, and with the last bit of strength I had left my body to— Oh, hi. My legs gave way. I propped myself up against the wall so I couldn't fall over. Mom's expression had changed immediately. Whatever. The cold mass of strictness and detachment was gone. Mom looked the same as before all those quarrels. She finally saw my condition, my pants plastered with snow. Hey, Beb, what did I tell you? Huh? I told you to stay home. Am I nothing to you too? I didn't realize teenage rebellion was such an uncommon thing in Russia. I got afraid she would cry. I reached out to her like when I was very little and wanted her to cuddle me. But Mom regained her composure fast and put on her usual face. Oh, okay. Her eyes shine like steel, her voice rang out. Your dad can't find his cigarettes. Be honest, did you snatch them? Were you smoking in secret? If I was smoking, Mother, I couldn't run as fast as I was running outside, Mother, okay? There was someone chasing me, I thought. As soon as I started explaining myself, tears blowing up my eyes. Mom leaned toward me and stiffed my coats like a beast searching for the smell of tobacco. Then she squinted her eyes in suspicion and looked into the front yard. Whoa! Her expression changed in an instant and she covered her mouth with her hand. Look over there at the fence! My heart started thumping as if I became prey once again. My pursuers were following me in the field. I could swear that I heard something scratch at the door just like in my nightmare. Mom beckoned me with her finger and gathered all my remaining bravery to look into the kitchen window facing my fear. Oh, I could barely discern some hairy silhouettes swimming in the snow through the icy winter patterns on the glass. Dogs! Just a small pack of strays with no name and odor barely reminded me of the hungry monsters that lived at the edge of the forest. Okay, so that was chasing you. What are you smiling about? That's freaky. I've never seen you smile. Oh boy, were you scared of them? I think they'd rather me scare you, Anton. Don't smile like that, Mother. That's creepy. They were chasing me like a bunny. What if they're a rabbit? Yeah, wait, what if they are a rabbit? The spell slowly disappeared from my monsters. Ha! Facts and logic just destroyed your happiness. Now she looked at the dogs. It was her first time seeing them. What if they attack Oya? Mom! I wish your dad could just shoot them all. Mom, look, they're alive. Huh? What? Are they your friend or foe after all? Make up your mind. You're not a little kid anymore. Mom sighed in annoyance, and I felt so bare that I bit my lower lip and fixed my gaze on the cobweb-ridden corner. Well, some detective I am. In reality, I wasn't risking my life among monsters, but rather my pants among a pack of stupid strays! I wanted to sink through the floor from embarrassment. I knew it was coming. Come here, my boy, who cried Wolf. Oh, don't just stand there. Come take your pills. Why are you pissed at me? Because I didn't take my medication? What? It can't be mental medication? What's wrong with me? A golden colored pill reminiscent of a dead wasp fell into my palm. I already took one during breakfast. Don't talk over me while you're okay, woman. I told you to stay home and Dad would have given you a good whipping for that. And you can't because you're not strong enough? Come on, take it or you won't be able to sleep at night and you have school tomorrow. So I had to swallow the bitter medication, drinking it down with similar awful water that gave off a taste of... Oh, did that say chlorine? Oh crap, wait, what did that say? Yeah, chlorine, okay, just making sure. Maybe it wasn't Volva's mitten. Maybe it was a mitten after all. Just like the forest monsters and Oya's old... Am I going mad? Either the pill had to be fat or my overexerted brain didn't let the fear inside anymore. So I already watched over being yawning different along with it. Anton, you done. See, you can do it when you try. Take off your coat. Are you asleep? No, Mom, I was just thinking. What about, I wonder? It's just something silly. Mom scrutinized me with suspicious gaze. Or eyes, whatever it said. As if she wasn't sure what she was looking at, your own son or not some doppelganger that came from the forest. What are the chances? Is everything alright? You had the exact same expression when the policeman asked you about the window. I'm alright, Mom. She heaved a deep sigh. Fine. Oh, bye. It seemed like... I got an achievement! Run for your life! You can't see it because of my screen capture, but I got an achievement. It seemed like the house had changed. The sofa's fabric had become discolored. Fingerprints appeared on the bathroom tiles. The lights told us felt different, dimmer and yellower. Even the saliva inside my mouth had a different taste. A little melody from Aladdin could be heard from the upper floor. Oya was done rewatching her favorite Little Mermaid episodes and switched her to— Wait, that was a show? I thought that was a movie. I slowly changed into my room clothes, stopped before the sink, and studied my reflection in the mirror like I was trying to solve one of those spot the differences puzzles. Oh, those are fun. There he is, Mr. Whitehair, at 12 years old somehow. Then I went upstairs. Or don't speak Russian. Jafar's and Lago's voices died down. I walked past Oya's bedroom and slipped into my own. This simple action drained the last bit of strength from me. I sat on the bed. No, then noticed there was someone behind the curtains. Violin! My tired head dropped into the sheets. Whether it was due to medication or to the stress I underwent, the room began to comfort as the wind was blowing the walls like a parasail. The corners were embedded undaunted. The only thing that was other was the figure between the windowsill and the curtains. A flimsy piece of cloth between my hand and fingers, just like a shroud. Oh yeah, who else would be standing there? I suddenly to my dried lips. Yeah, oh yeah, it's so funny. The silhouette was moving. It was like curtains. There's something like a dark a human being. I reached through the curtains, but I don't know her making no indication the wind. Let's talk normal. For a second, I wanted to return to the bed. Just lie down and watch the person behind the curtain, knowing full well they were looking back at me, without blinking, waiting for me to fall asleep. Gotcha, bitch! I know it was you from the beginning. I blinded with bright haired little bird. Oh yes, Harry, Sally, sun at the background. I'm a little angel. I've never done anything wrong. My sister was shining. I don't see any halo. When she was just a baby, Dad always used to say she was shining with happiness. I always retorted, but Dad, she's not some flashlight. But I brought her to the window one day, and suddenly I poured on her smiley face. That could literally happen to any— that could happen to anything. As long if you put yourself in a beam of light, it's gonna hit your face. I felt like I was holding a light, woven child. Why did the police come? Did you do something? Yes, I murdered someone in the forest. No, of course not. It's because of the owls. And I showed her a weird smile and rubbed her head. A boy got lost in the woods. Oh, he must be really cool out there. Will they find him? They will. The police are going to the house, showing the photo to everybody. Oh yeah, traversed the room with care and pressed their tiny palms against the window. And why are they going to the house and not the forest? Are they scared? I guarantee they are. Oh, I should call me off guard. The police aren't scared of anything. Then why aren't they going to the forest, Mr. Anton? Tony. Whatever the hell your name is. They've already scouted the forest. Oh. Never mind, Anton. I changed the topic, as if trying to get Oya as far away as possible from the forest. They get me worse if I go find this boy myself. All that stuff like feeling woods sounds cool, right? Oya wasn't listening to me. She asked in a husband voice. What piece in the forest incredibly dull is uncared for her. Oh. What the? Well, how do I know what's going on? Oh. Okay, so it just takes it off. Oh, so I can see everything, really. Oh, it's kind of transparent, actually. Oh, there's a bunny on her sweater. What if the owl got him? Is that her husband's voice? Nonsense! An owl won't be able to lift a human, but you know what? I was picking my words with all I was scared. Forced out. Something from the forest. I think it's how she played. It's cursed or something. Just like in a fairy tale. No more like in a spooky tale where parents died from. So I shivered and stole a glance at the window. I said, however, since my heart was tearing apart, she was fragile, easy to strip her. A gust of wind and her small fire would be gone. You're lucky. Mom won't even let me go outside. I'm like a princess in the tower. Can't go anywhere. I'll die from boredom here. You're wrong. I feel the hair under my chin. No one has ever died of boredom. And you have me and your cartoons, Mom and Dad will be good to each other soon. You know what I wish for my next birthday? I wish for Mom and Dad to turn to children so we could go and play together like we used to. It's a little child thing to say. Yeah, if you make them as small as bugs, we could place them into a little box. I giggled and tugged on my sleeve. Tony, let's go watch Aladdin. Fatigue went over my desire to be with other sister watched over with some sort of high noose. High anus. High anus. You heard me. I said exactly what I meant, and I meant what I said. Apathy. I'm too tired, I don't want to. Come on! Let's go! It's so boring alone. Mom's always busy. Can we pick a cartoon you haven't seen before? I know it irritates my heart at this point. Not all of them. You haven't watched Peter Pan. Remember how you fell asleep in the middle of it and so much habits after that? Let's go. Let's go. Maybe a little later. Should I tell you how it ends? Let's leave that for tomorrow. I will just tell you tomorrow. Well, that's rude. I know. Let's play hide and seek. You go hide in the forest, and I'll seek in the house for the rest of my life. No, yeah. Then draw me a dino. Oh yeah, please. Draw it, draw it. Will you leave me alone already? Uh-oh. I boarded it up without thinking, then I was immediately taken back. I never screamed to my little sister like that. Well, you had one job. I don't think this woman's been mean in her whole life. This is what you call a real little angel. Oya stared at me in shock. Her lips started trembling, a precursor to tears. Oh, she's already crying. My chest was seething with disgust and embarrassment. What's happening? I hurried to prevent Oya from crying. Alright, you win. Let's go watch cartoons for a bit. I don't wanna. I came up to her, put my hand on her soft head. You better stop it, you woman. Let's go! Watch Peter Pan. Boo! You fall asleep again. Boo! I smiled and lifted her chin. Her eyes were wet and felt bottomless. I promise I won't. I'll jar you in full Triceratops later. Hooray. Triceratops. Close enough. Oya rubbed her eyes with the sleeve of her pajamas and smiled. Shy smile going across her face. I'll go ask Mom for condensed milk. Just ask for 1% milk, for God's sakes. And Brad, you'll rewind the tape. You don't have to say condensed milk, just say 1%. And if you don't have 1%, then that sucks. The bread is fresh and just how you like it. Alright, just be careful not to spill the milk, or you'll be yelled at again. Well, I bet I won't spill it. $100. The tape is somewhere in the nightstand. Look for it. Oya disappeared into the door and dragged my feet into my neighboring room. Ooh, a Rubik's Cube. I don't really care looking at all this stuff. The old Photon TV was gathering dust in the corner. I guess you're right about it is a Photon TV. All TVs are. All that was left was clicking in the button for up pan. Oh. Well, this is boring. The tube warped up and familiar white noise started dancing on the black screen. I also reached out to turn on the PC when the white noise calmed down, a blurry image appeared for a moment. There's a dark taiga forest, just like the one outside my window. A picture split the screen in half. Something creepy resembling human features coming through the speaker. Just a few minutes later, the scene was again overshadowed by noise. Did I catch some rogue signal? Local TV station was only really showed Soviet cartoons, even that was pretty weird. And the just recently I used to always watch Robotech before school. It was so awesome. Maybe I should tinker with the antenna. What if I catch this channel again? On the other hand, Oya asked me to find the tape. It wouldn't be nice at this point. But in my sleepy state, I didn't have the strength to do all of it. Wow. I've got to search for the tape. Too lazy to... I sifted through the shelves full of dolls and blue hippos from the Kinder Surprise. And remember, I'm choosing this one because Markiplier chose the other one. So I want to get a different playthrough as him. I found the tape I needed thanks to its shabby spine. I got the black ring from its box. Oh, Neverland. I got the achievement. Neverland. The tape inside Russell with it rewind to the beginning. The Russell was lulling me to sleep. Jonas attacked me while I was squatting before the TV. Images roared in my head. Me and Oya flying about the forest, tumbling in the soft clouds. My little sister's laughing, but her smile becomes more and more forced with every passing second. I noticed that the clouds underneath us part bearing its pine tops. Swampy darkness slurped upon the trees. The wings are no longer able to hold us in Oya. You haven't started without me, have you? My sister brought the tray with unevenly cut bread and a whole can of condensed milk. I want 1%. I rubbed my eyes. No, come sit. Mom and Dad are arguing again. They're going through rough times. Rough times are lame. That's the spirit. Rough times are lame. Take that, 2020. You're lame. P on the screen. Wendy was... Wendy? The restaurant? Wendy's? Was hiding Peter Pan's shadow into the dresser. Oya was entertained by the cartoonish dog Nana. Maybe Mom and Dad will buy us a dog too. Yeah, right. I'll have my own dog in Neverland and a cat and a parrot. Oya smeared a slice of bread with a thick layer of condensed milk and handed it to me. Have you lost all your baby teeth? Obviously. Oya frowned deep in thought. Peter Pan has baby teeth. What if they don't let you go to his lab with adult teeth? We'll think of something. We'll ask Dad to alter your age in the passport. Oh, dear God. Yeah, I'm gonna be the tallest 8-year-old you've ever seen. And why would Dad forge documents? Oya took a bite from the sandwich and started talking with her mouth full. I had run it now before. What? Huh? You'll grow ears as big as Dumbos! Oya got worried I touched your ear. I smiled to myself. My little sister was silent. Okay. I see you, Peter Pan. She just devoured bread, watching the adventures of Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and James Hook as if she got sucked into the fairy tale Neverland. To be honest, I also managed myself there. In a land where no one ever ages, and where no one argues over little things, no one lists to fights and no broken points in the night. I felt like I was dreaming with my eyes still open. Then my skirts to screen pulled me back to reality. Tony, shut the curtains fast. The piano. Alright, why? No one's watching you. It's dark the all comes. I'm scared. I got out of bed, fighting my drowsiness, and closed the curtains. Oh, it's not what I meant to click. Oh, there's no I. Alright. I did my best not to look outside toward the treetops toward the Taija forest, which seemingly drew closer and closer. Of course, it was just a visual effect from the shadows of bread just scraping the stove. Tony, Mom thinks I made the owl up, and Dad too thinks I'm a liar since I'm small. But the owl exists! Honestly, it does! You believe me, right? Then it comes every night, and I slowly grabbed Oya's hand and looked in their eyes. I was trying to transfer at least some of my courage and determination. But did I really have those qualities? Yes, I believed you, alright? Just don't nag our parents about it anymore. They're already dealing with a lot, so they'll just get mad at you. Can't wait, tell me if anything happens, so don't look out the window. Boy wants me to look. Well, that's why you shouldn't look. Isn't it natural human instinction to do the opposite of it? Oh yeah? Doesn't matter. Act like it doesn't exist and never existed. Like it's made up, just like Mom and Dad say. It'll get tired of waiting and fly away. Oh, bye. We followed Peter Pan's adventures and nothing had happened, as if the forest didn't kidnap kids, as if our parents were watching each other. Parents were tearing each other apart bit by bit. Mon Choco writes, Captain Hook was running away from the crocodile. Captain Pan was head to landing on a gilded sailboat. By some miracle, I lasted longer than my little sister. Irony. Oya's eyelids had dropped. She started snorting lightly, resting her chin on the side of my bed. Oh, I stood up and left Oya's room. I was looking out the window, starting to feel while Mom peeked into my room. Enough playing around! What, we were watching Captain Hook? It's your first day at school tomorrow. Go to bed. You should sleep properly. You don't want to be teased for being sleepy, right? Adults think everything is so simple, as if sound sleep would ensure my classmates would like me. Ha! I'm pretty sure adults think the exact opposite, actually, Anton. I covered myself with a blanket up to my neck and listened to the house humming to something invisible rustling in the corners. My inner voice had a question for me. Do I want to hear the mysterious food again? Yes or no? Maybe it's just a part of growing up and I can't fully understand my own desires. The forest, way up behind the barrier, that was my wall. Some eternal entity wandered the fields. Branches shook as if calling for me. The wind howled on and on in the night. My thoughts were like annoying flies that entered my head before becoming weak and tangled. I didn't notice how I fell into slumber. Thank you for completing episode 1. Tell you what, did you enjoy it? Yes, I enjoyed Markiplier playing it, and if I did it, then I wouldn't have played it myself. This is probably like one of my longest like recorded uncut videos because there's literally like barely anything to cut out through that whole time. Because it was just pure up me just reading the story the whole time. Like there was practically nothing to cut out, so it's like this is probably gonna be like my longest uncut video that's not a live stream. So yeah, this was fun. Whenever episode 2 comes out, I don't know how many episodes there will be, but there's gonna be at least 2, so I'll probably play episode 2. I mean, this was enjoyable. I liked it, so yeah, and I did the exact, basically like the opposite of everything Markiplier did to get a different playthrough and a different ending, so yeah, there's probably like only 2 endings. There could be 3, but I don't know how many endings there are, so you'll just have to play it yourself if you want. It's free, it's on itch.io, and it's on Steam, free on both, so go ahead and play it if you want. And I'm working on a new outro song, so hopefully I'll get that done in a few days. And when I complete that, I'm gonna make a new channel trailer, so I'm gonna upgrade my channel. You know, one step at a time. We got the channel art and icon. Now I'm gonna get a new channel trailer and a new outro song. So I'm gonna upgrade everything. Everything's gonna look all better.
Thank you all for watching. Give this vid a liking. Go subscribe for much more. Comments I don't ignore. And post notifications.